You are tuned in to the 5-Minute Signal. I am Aris Sterling, Performance Research Expert. This is not a health podcast. This is your maintenance manual for the body. We don't do hope here. We do reality. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's get to work. The news dominating the research sector this week comes from the first finalized datasets of the 2025 human cellular reprogramming trials. For the last 20 years, the scientific community has looked at the Yamanaka factors, specifically OCT4, SOX2, and KLF4, known as the OSK factors, as a theoretical miracle. We knew we could take a specialized cell, like a skin cell, and turn it back into a stem cell. We knew we could do this in mice to restore vision and repair crushed optic nerves, but the leap to human application remained the Great Wall of longevity. That wall has just been breached. The data confirms that localized, controlled expression of these factors can reset the epigenetic age of human vascular tissue without inducing the dreaded off-target effect of cellular identity loss. In plain English, we are no longer talking about slowing down the clock. We are talking about finding the reset button. Why this matters is fundamental to how you view your own expiration date. Most people operate under the wear and tear theory of aging, the idea that the body is like a car that simply rusts out. That theory is dead. The reality, supported by the information theory of aging, is that our cells don't lose the blueprint for youth, they lose the ability to read it. Think of your DNA as a compact disc. Aging isn't the disc breaking, it's the disc getting scratched. The scratches are epigenetic noise, chemical tags that tell certain genes to turn off and others to turn on at the wrong times. The recent breakthroughs in OSK-mediated reset prove that the original, pristine digital file of your 20-year-old self is still stored in your cells. We are developing the laser to read through the scratches. This shifts the entire paradigm of health span from management of decay to restoration of function. Now, for the hard truth. This is the part where people start looking for a magic pill, and this is where they fail. While the science of epigenetic resets is moving at an exponential pace, the biological cost of entry remains high. You cannot reset a system that you are actively poisoning with high-velocity metabolic insults. Many look at these breakthroughs as a get-out-of-jail-free card for a decade of poor decisions. It isn't. Cellular reprogramming requires a stable biological environment to take hold. If your systemic inflammation is redlining and your insulin sensitivity is trashed, any attempt at an epigenetic reset is like trying to reinstall an operating system on a hard drive that is currently on fire. Furthermore, the early iterations of these therapies will be prohibitively expensive and restricted to localized tissue. There is no whole-body reset button coming to your local pharmacy this year. You are still responsible for the hardware. If the hardware is compromised, the software update will fail. We are entering an era of biological elitism, where the haves are those who maintained their baseline well enough to be candidates for the restoration protocols. To prepare your biology for the era of the epigenetic reset, here are 3 tactical steps you can take today. First, establish your methylation baseline. You cannot manage what you do not measure. Stop guessing about your biological age based on how you feel in the morning. Utilize a high-fidelity DNA methylation clock, such as the Dunedin Pace or an updated Horvath clock. This provides a specific rate of aging metric. Your goal is a score below 1.0, meaning you are aging slower than chronological time. This is your admission ticket to future reprogramming interventions. Physicians will prioritize patients who demonstrate biological stability. Second, engage in targeted sirtuin activation. Sirtuins are the enzymes of longevity that act as the cleanup crew for your epigenome. They require NAD+ to function. You must optimize your NAD+ levels, not just through supplementation, but through metabolic stress triggers. This means deliberate cold exposure and high-intensity interval training. These stressors send a survival signal to the epigenome, forcing the sirtuins to polish the disc and clear the scratches. You are essentially performing a low-level manual reset every time you step into a cold plunge or hit a peak heart rate.
Third, implement a methyl buffer nutritional strategy. For your body to manage the chemical tags on your DNA, it requires a constant supply of methyl donors. This isn't about general health, it's about the chemistry of your genes. Focus on high bioavailability folate, B12, and choline. Without these raw materials, your body cannot effectively silence the pro-aging genes that are currently being triggered by environmental toxins and stress.
The era of inevitable decay is over. We are moving into the era of biological maintenance. Your body is a machine, and for the first time in history, we are learning how to replace the parts while the engine is still running. Don't let your hardware fail before the software update arrives. I'm Aris Sterling. This has been the 5-Minute Signal. Stay sharp. This program is for informational and educational purposes. This content is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult with a qualified healthcare provider before making any health-related decisions.